Alright, welcome back. So the first book that I will be talking about is Wemberly Worried, this one. And in the book, as I said before, it's about a worried mouse, Wemberly, and she's just constantly worried. And I noticed just even in the title, Wemberly Worried, there's alliteration like crazy in here with the W sound. And there's also a lot of repetition with words, phrases, whole phrases, and sounds. So lots of repetition. And so even in this one, the alliteration with the W's. And then the phrase that gets said a lot is, "You worry too much," said her mother. "When you worry, I worry," said her father. "Worry, worry, worry," said her grandmother. "Too much worry." So those sentences are said a lot, and like right on this page, right next to it, it says the word worried in each sentence. And so the word worried is used often, and it's repeated quite often. So what I thought would be a good writing lesson for students after reading this book, it'd be a great read aloud, I think. And so talk about the alliteration with the W sound, talk about the repetition with the phrases, and the repetition of the word worried, and see if there's any other words that are repeated often, and also talk about the repeated W sound. And so what I think would be a good writing technique would be to have the students write a story about a time that they were worried, because I know personally I'm a very big worrier and I worry all the time, and especially at a young age, students tend to worry even more. And so I'm sure they can come up with some kind of story about being worried, and you can give them examples, but it should be pretty easy for them. And then have them try and challenge themselves and use some alliteration in their story, and also some repetition, just like the story does. So they could use phrases, or they could use words that are repeated in their story, and just review the overall story and how Wemberly felt throughout the whole story. And Kevin Hankey's described Wemberly in one word as being thoughtful. So also try and throw some thoughtfulness into the stories as well. And maybe give the students an example. I mean, the story itself is an example, but maybe you could try writing like a paragraph with your students so they get a feel for it and what you want them to do. And so yeah, I think that would be a great writing lesson for students to practice alliteration and repetition, and just writing in general. All right.